Hey guys, welcome to Harshita Vivek Talks, and I'm Vivek, and I'm going to make a video on a very interesting topic about MBA in the US and the harsh reality of this MBA. Imagine you have taken a loan of 50 to 80,000 US dollars, also including the cost of living in the US. And then there is this huge loan which you can easily pay if you have a US salary, but you have to go back home to India or to your other country because your name has not come up in the lottery system. Yeah, that's the truth. After all the studies, after all your hard work, it all depends on a lottery system. This is one of the harsh realities of studying in the US. You need an H-1B visa to continue working, and if your name doesn't come up in the H-1B lottery system, you have to go back to your home country. There is no other option. So my question is, does it make sense to spend so much on your MBA in the US? And if not, then what's your options? In this video, I'm going to talk about why I chose Germany and what were my key parameters to choosing a B school in Germany. So stay tuned till the end. Whilst it is true that there are many big companies in the US and you can earn a big fat package in the US as well, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind you are taking a huge loan and the volatile immigration policies doesn't make it easier for the students. Therefore, it deters many students to take the US route and then they look for other options as well. But don't let me stop you from following your US dream. If you get admission to top 10 B schools in the US, Harvard, Kellogg, Wharton, etc., please go ahead. This is a lifetime opportunity and experience in itself, and you will be able to recoup this money sooner rather than later. So don't worry about it. If you get the admission in top 10 B schools, go ahead. But other than that, if you have been offered admissions in other B schools, you must consider the tuition fee and also the scholarships which are available for the student. There are many scholarships available for students in the US, but at the same time, there is a very high competition. Especially if you are Indian, you have to compete with a lot of other Indians in your batch as well. So it depends on your GMAT score, your profile, background, etc. Now we can assume we have gotten a good scholarship and we have paid our tuition fee, we have completed an MBA, and now it's time to get a job. You must know that MBA in abroad is quite challenging. You have to look for a job yourself. There'll be many networking events. You have to talk to recruiters. You have to introduce yourself to them, and maybe they will find your profile attractive and you might be getting an interview call, etc. So there are many aspects of how you can get an internship, how you can get a job. But mind you, for foreign students, there is one thing you should know. Company should be willing to sponsor your H-1B visa, which is very, very important. If you want to work in the US, you need to get this visa. So most of the companies in tech and some of the companies in financial sector as well, they are willing to sponsor visas for foreign students. So now you can imagine the battles ahead, right? You have to compete to get a good scholarship, good tuition fee, affordable tuition fee. And at the same time, you need to find sponsoring companies who will sponsor your H-1B visa. So there are a lot of struggles you can imagine, which you have to keep in mind whilst pursuing your MBA. So the question is it worth doing an MBA in the US? And if not, what are your options? So I would also like to tell you my story. I was working at Deloitte. I was seeing my colleagues going to the US, all Ivy League colleges, and I was wondering, what should I do? Should I be preparing for GRE, GMAT? Where should I apply? And all the fees in these colleges were really, really high. And it was not within my budget. I wanted to gain the knowledge without this burden of taking this huge education loan. And therefore, I was looking for more financially viable solutions to my MBA problem, so as to say. But let me tell you one more thing. Why doing MBA in Germany was the best decision for me and how I was able to land up with 3 jobs after my MBA. I looked into the different aspects of shortlisting MBA colleges. So the factors I was looking at is first, fees, which is the total MBA cost. What is the tuition fee? Is there any chance where I can get a scholarship? And when will I break even if, for example, I take a loan? So this was very important for me. I did not want it for let's say for the next 2-3 years, I'm just paying the loans. Second thing, what I was also looking at is career services. How effective are the career services from the B school? Are the students getting jobs after the graduation, which was also very important for me. Third point is I was looking at alumni. I was checking out on the placement reports of the B schools, which you will find it on their website, wherein they will tell you in the past 2-3 years where the students have gone, which industry, which job function. So this kind of gives you an idea. Hey, if your dream company is, let's say, BCG, McKinsey, or whatever it is, where you can go and what are your options. So it will help you prepare yourself mentally as well. Fourth thing, which is very important and not a lot of people consider this, is with regards to country they would like to live in. I was very keen on living in Europe. So for me, it was important that I find something in one of the European countries, and wherein it's easier for foreign students to get a visa and also long-term prospects, like for example, getting a permanent resident after some point of time. Time to have a little bit of advertisement from my side. I'm planning to host a webinar for students who are interested in looking for MBA options abroad. So comment below if you are interested. I'll try to send you a sign up link where you can sign up, and I'll help you, guide you through the decisions on what could be the best country for you and which programs could be interesting for you as well. So let me know your interest. Also, in the video section above in the info bar, you will find a link to the video where we try to compare IIMs with the top B schools in Germany. So do watch it if you haven't watched it, and don't forget to subscribe, because we are going to make a lot of content on career, on studies, etc., and you don't want to miss out on those. Okay, so now coming back. So based on the factors which I have described earlier, I was able to shortlist Germany, and I'm going to tell you also why Germany, and in particular WHU Otto Beisheim School of Management as the B school where I wanted to pursue my MBA. So the first parameter which we talked about is fees, or the total cost. So the fee for WHU at that point of time was 36k euros, and I managed to get 56% off. So for me, it was very lucrative to do this MBA. It was cheaper than what I would have paid in India, coupled with the scholarship. I've gotten 2 scholarship as well. And then I was able to go to IIMs, to China, to Dubai, and one more, Kellogg School of Management as well in the US. So we did the small executive programs in these particular B schools, and it was a great experience. And you can imagine, with this fee and these B schools on your resume, it makes sense to why not pursue an MBA in Germany. Second point is career services. Although there are limited career services in these B schools, but there are many networking opportunities. I did not find a job through networking opportunities, but hey, there is no harm. You can try and talk to people, and if not, there are some people who would like to have free wine and free food. Why not do this? Hey, please. I'll try to remove this from the video, because this is not what I'm endorsing. You should definitely go and check out and talk to the companies and company representatives and ask about the future roles. The next up, alumni. So for me, in my particular case, there were a lot of alumni who were in consulting. So at that point of time, I wanted to get into consulting. So for me, I was hell-bent, hey, I'll go and I'll try for MBB, McKinsey, BCG, or Bain. And later on, I had more clarity. So I was in healthcare consulting, which is similar to consulting itself, but I have narrowed it down to my forte, which is more on the healthcare side. So the next point is country. And I was very keen on traveling in Europe and exploring all the European countries. Therefore, it made a lot of sense for me to stay in Europe, do an MBA here, and also get to know the culture. And for me, there was no surprise that I have chosen a European country, and in particular Germany. So the last point is with regards to visa flexibility. And if you haven't seen our earlier videos, in Germany, you can get a visa, a permanent residence after 21 months with the B1 certificate. And if you don't have B1 certificate, you can also get in 33 months, you will have your PR. So that was quite a straightforward process. And for me, it was like, yeah, why not? It's not a cumbersome process. And after I'm finished my degree, work for a few years, I'll have my PR. Made sense. So considering all these factors, I decided to take up this MBA program in Germany in WHU Otto Beisheim School of Management. And then rest is history. I was able to get 3 jobs, which I'll also tell you my techniques. I have made a short video as well with regards to the framework ICE, which I have used internship, case study, and experience, and bundling it together to find a job. So I'm going to prepare a lot of materials wherein I can tell you how to apply this framework in your resume and during your storytelling when you get for a job interview. Do let me know if you're interested in having those materials. I'll also have a checklist for you guys in case you want to do an MBA abroad. Just keep that in mind that you need a lot of documents in place before you can start applying to the B schools. So I'll have the checklist in the description box below. Last but not least, in case you have any further doubts and you want to have one-to-one coaching with me, You can also book a call, a mentorship call with me, wherein I can help you answer your questions with regards to MBA, with regards to career. Link is in the description box below. And yeah, don't hesitate to let me know. I hope you enjoyed the session and you enjoyed this discussion as well. See you in the next video. Bye bye.